All right. Before we start, we're going to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai,
Ba'ashem, Rachach Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all elect Akim. Walk, walk, and learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Lean up somewhat. Let's see. Lean up some.
Over this way, son?
Yeah, come this way.
Okay.
All right. Basically, we're just going to do another lesson through the Spirit. All right. And basically, the topic of the lesson is going to be directed at towards you atheists or agnostics, whatever you want to call yourselves, those that are haters and despisers of the Most High, because we were just talking about something through the Spirit. You wanted to explain it.
Okay, kind of right. Where these so-called atheists, right? Where they simple as all hell. Where basically they believe in no God, no power, no creator of the heavens and the earth, and basically this we could kind of say this might a response, because the brother Yashawama from Dallas camp, he put it up, he put the video up, and in the video is basically a he put on that what was called the atheist delusion, and that's the fact of the matter, that these people are under a strong delusion to believe that it's no higher power. You know what I'm saying? That's in control of everything. And the guy in the video basically was saying, he cut them because he gave them the analogy of like a book or any book. He was like, take this book for example. Do you think this book randomly, put words in it all by itself from nothing? That it put, different colors of different illustrations? Who decided to put the blues and the greens where they were, and this and that and the other? You know what I'm saying? Who decided, to write the book the way it was written? That have to obviously come from an intelligent source. You know what I'm saying? So how much more, you as well as the heavens and the earth, And he basically compared that to DNA. You know what I'm saying? Because DNA is basically like the book, we'll say the book of like, who you are, that what makes you up to be who you are. As far as, your eye color, you know what I'm saying, your height, your stature, your weight, you know what I'm saying, whether you be a Jacob or Esau, right? Like, all of that, So, it's like, of course, obviously, it has to be a higher power, right, that's behind this makeup. This is not we don't come from no Big Bang theory, all right? Because, hell, shit, if anybody was to blow up, what's that shit, C4, plant some C4 somewhere, you think you're gonna get some intelligent life force out of that? No, you're gonna get destruction. If anything, you're gonna get chaos. You know what I'm saying? That's normally what happens when shit get blown up. You know what I'm saying? You don't get order, out of shit blowing up,
Got some real quick. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 1. And he said unto me in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightning, or ever the foundations of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together, or every the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measure of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Zion were hot, and ere the present years were sought out, and or ever the inventions of them that no sin were turned, before they were sealed, that have gathered faith for a treasure. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. So Yahweh Shem Yahushai made all this. He made the to the spirit. But it's a spirit that we've been doing this video outside about the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You hear the birds chirping, you see the trees in the background, you see the sky. All this was made by the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Everything though, air we breathe was even made by the Lord. And you can't even see air, and that was made by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Everything was created by Him and none alone. So then the littlest thing as a branch on a tree or a flake from a snowflake, that even has a design, man. Everything has a design on the planet. It just can't come from a big bang, man. That's chaos. You telling me if I go throw I'll use a big scenario, two nuclear missiles together, it's gonna make a great creation. It's hit two nuclear missiles together. All this is gonna come out of it. Life, the air, the birds, the fishes, the fowls. All this is all created by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It's not randomness. It's design, man. When you look at a painting, it has a design to it, has an art structure to it. That's the same thing as a planet, man.
I got a precept real quick. Psalms 14. The fool say, the fool have said in his heart, there is no power. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good.
Read it regular. Start over.
Read it regular? Okay, God. The fool say in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works.
John, that's mainly the main advocate of that is the so-called white man running around saying God doesn't exist. We created this, we create that. All right, but when you look at the human body, it's more complex than anything that the so-called white man has ever created. The musculatory system, the skeletal system, the nervous system, it's still unlocked mysteries to the so-called white man, which it should show you that things weren't spontaneous. Everything was planned out and predestined. You got that.
There is none that doeth good. The Almighty looked down from the heaven upon the children of men to see if where any that did understand and seek God.
So here it is. He created us, and you have these beasts down here, because that's what a lot of these people are, beasts running around as if that He doesn't even exist. It's like ants running around when humans is walking over, and that's how we are compared to the Most High. All right, there's no such thing as your own free will, or what was it? The Israelites use manifest destiny. It's Yahweh's destiny. The Most High chooses everything.
They are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one.
And all you people that don't believe in the Most High, or you believe in some Muslim shit, or some Caesar Borgia, some Jesse Christos, all right, all those people that believe in those things, you're counted as not good. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to destroy you. All right, He created you. He says what exists and what doesn't exist. We don't get to say. You don't get to say, oh, we just appeared here through hundreds of thousands of years of randomized events. All right, ice melting and shit heating up and meteorites slamming into shit, and then we just get here. It don't work like that. You got more on that out?
No, that's it on that.
Zion, crowd, y'all got something?
Yeah, I got a precept.
Oh, no, I got one more scripture. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and call not upon the Lord? And the wicked, they want to say justify themselves to do all this wicked works, because they think that there is no judgment after this that life that they live. But you know, judgment's gonna come to their ass real soon when that judgment seat come in front of their ass.
Okay. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 44, verse 6, and it reads, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh of hosts, which is armies. I am the first and I am the last, and besides me there is no power."
That goes with the scripture when He says He is Alpha and He is Omega. The Most High is all-encompassing. He's all-knowing. He's from ever. He's from beginning to end. The Ancient of Days.
And Daniels.
You know, that's the foolishness of this world, all right, it doesn't compare to him. All right, and the main reason why the so-called white man likes to teach that is because he wants to glorify himself. Oh, us through our science, we went into outer space. We figured out the depths of the sea. We conquered the mountains. All right, all this bullshit. But in all reality, the so-called white man, he's barely discovered fucking 10% of this whole planet.
Yeah, the planet, Esau, he only, on record, said he's only discovered 5% of the water, and they still finding different type of rainforests and different types of creatures every day. Esau's always searching for shit, man, and Esau tries to search out the heavens, but he can't even find or understand the stuff on the earth.
Okay.
There's so much shit that goes on this earth that we don't even understand. There's different type of fish out there that we haven't even seen, man. It's just so much out there that there's. I got a scripture real quick. This is this. Oh, there's more on that.
Well, I had another piece.
Okay, you can get.
No, you can get yours.
Okay.
I'm just letting the brother know.
This is 2 Ezra 4 and 25. What will he then do unto his name? Well, just to get 26. Then answered, well, shit. Now I'll start over here at 5. This is 2 Ezra 4 and 5, and said, I tell me, my Lord. Then said he unto me, go thy way, weigh me the weight of the fire, or measure me the blast of the wind, or call me again the day that is past. Then answered I and said,
That's
God, what man is able to do that thou shouldest ask such thing of me? And he said unto me, if I should ask thee how great dwelling are in the midst of the sea, or how many springs are in the beginnings of the deep of the depth, or how many springs are above the firmament, or which are the outgoing of paradise, peradventure thou wouldest say unto me, I never went down into the deep, nor as yet into hell, neither did I ever climb up into heaven. Nevertheless, now have I asked thee about only the fire and wind, and of the day wherethrough thou passest, and of things from which thou canst not be separated, and yet canst thou give me no answer of them. So the angel asked Ezra about something that would seem simple, man, that we deal with day by day, something we go through day by day. The wind, the day that passed yesterday, the fire. He asked something very simple, which really is like, who can tell you that? Like, a man can't tell you. We barely remember sometimes what happened yesterday, or bring up back the day. You can't. He couldn't answer that. And then you got us trying to figure out all these deep shit, man. The depths of heaven, man. You got the devil trying to figure out the height of the heavens, the deep. You can't. It's endless, man. The spirit, the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is endless, man. You can't figure it out. That's why it has to be a power. There has to be a creator of all this, man.
Precept.
Yeah, you get it.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, and I'm going to start at verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High Yahweh. Whosoever resisteth the power resisteth the ordinance of the Most High Yahweh, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. So there's only one power. There's plenty of powers out here, but there's only one Most High, and they all are subject unto him. Wherever Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua says goes.
I got a little more on this. Just a little more. He said, moreover unto me thy own things and such are as grown up with thee, can thou not know? How should thy vessel then be able to comprehend the way of the highest, and the world being now outwardly corrupted to understand the corruption that is in what's that evident in my sight. And I'm gonna jump down to verse 26. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel, for the world hath hasted fast to pass away. That was it.
I guess this is Job 12, and I'm gonna start at verse 12. It says, with the ancient is wisdom, and in length of days understanding. Now, before I continue, dealing with the ancient, the Most High is dubbed in the Bible as the Ancient of Days. So how much more to know everything about everything that's going on, right? Than the Most High. That's why he's called. That's why one of his titles is the Most High. He's the one sitting on high, watching over everything that's going on in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So you people are simple as all hell. You atheists, you agnostic to think. All right, there's no driving force. There's no spirit. All right, to hell that make you think the way you think. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I'm gonna answer that when I read on. It says, with him is wisdom and strength. He have counsel and understanding. Behold, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built again. He shutteth up a man, and there can be no opening. Behold, he withholdeth the waters, and they dry up. Also he sendeth them out, and they overturn the earth. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. Just to hound on my point, you people, all right, it says that the deceived and the deceiver are his, all right? So, the deceived, which is you people that don't believe, in a higher power, all right? He got y'all in the trick bag, as well as the deceiver, which is aka the devil, the so-called white man that pushes that philosophy, that pushes that wine to make you think that way, right? His wine goes out in these schools teaching, the Big Bang Theory, from what's this guy, Charles Darwin. You know what I'm saying? That's his wine that pushes that philosophy, because basically, he's a devil, he's Satan, he's adverse to the higher power. So anything that the Most High has something to do with, he tries to basically counterfeit it. He tries to speak against it. He tries to come some other way to explain, everything that you see in the earth. And that's not the case. Like I say, he got y'all in the trick bag, all right, to make y'all think because these people, it be a lot of Edomites a lot of time, to where, they think they going into in their mind to reason, but you're not truly reasoning. You know what I'm saying? You're not truly thinking about all the aspects of life. You're not thinking about, they try to come off like they smart and like they know something. But again, like back to the video, you know what I'm saying? If you watch the video is the atheist deception. It's a pretty damn good. It looks like a documentary, and it looks like a pretty good watch. Watch it if you got the time. But in the video, the guy is interviewing all these people, and he's cutting them left and right because he's actually using what we call common sense. You know what I'm saying? And they like, damn, you can see that face where they they think they have they think they got it, they think they know something, and then they hit that aha moment, like, damn, I didn't think about it like that.
Well, scientists believe in the Most High.
A
lot of scientists, they push out atheism, but they believe in the Most High because they study and research everything. They get to a point and be like, nah, bro, nah, there gotta be something out there that's greater than us, because this shit ain't adding up. This ain't no randomness that just happened.
I got this real quick. Colossians chapter 1, verse 16, for by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him, and he is before all things, and by him all things exist. All right, so the Most High Yahweh, he created all. Well, he gave his son the power, which I'll get that in John later, but he sanctioned all creation to occur. All right, there is no random explosion. It was all destined by a higher power. This is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 2. It says, through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High Power, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. All right, so all creation that exists, it came from the spiritual realm. All right, that's as what would be known as the fourth dimension. This is the physical realm, the things that are tangible, that you can touch, that decay away. It all comes from the spiritual realm. All right, just the way that your thoughts work, something happens spiritually before it physically occurs. All right, there was no just random. It was just black outer space for God knows how long, or then out of nowhere. Because I remember learning the bullshit in school.
Yeah, they
There's
teach
just
that
a
shit.
random
That's a
point
fucking-
of pressure
That's the devil.
that just blew up, and then
Against
things.
religion.
And then shit, it didn't work like
Yeah,
that. The
church
Most
and
High
state.
had it planned out. I'm gonna have my angels. I'm gonna have my begotten son. Then this is gonna play out. The children of Israel's gonna come. They're gonna go off. They're gonna come back. All right, and
He wrote out the plot.
Con.
The greatest director ever.
Yeah.
That's right.
I got
And then
that.
Yao Shot's the producer.
That's
right.
Right under him.
Or did you have
Con,
that?
and the
Yeah, I
prophets
got
are
it.
the writers.
Yeah.
You can read that.
What verse? 1 and 1?
Yeah, start at 1, go to like, just start at 1. Go
It's
to,
John 1 and 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Yahweh, and the Word. Well, I'll just read it verbatim. In the beginning was the Word, which is Yahushua, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word God in these verses which was Elohim, which is the angels, the powers that created the heaven and the earth with the
governing
chief
bodies.
with the chief power, which is Yahushua, right under Yahweh. The same was in the beginning with God. So it's Elohim. Yeah. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men.
So basically, we're just reinforcing the point that there is a creator. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is true. And if you have any faith and doubts, you need to pray and get that strengthened up. All right, because we're in the flesh, things happen. But you have to be assured in your soul that the Most High exists and that his son exists. All right, because very soon, because the only reason why people say that God doesn't exist is because it's been a long time since he's done miraculous things here on the earth. But when the end of days that we're in, when these prophecies start kicking in heavy, that's when people are going to remember, oh, there is a God. Oh, there is someone causing this. Whenever a catastrophe happens, what do you hear people shouting out? Oh, God. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. You know, that's the first thing they scream out, because they know they're crying out for something greater to come save them. And that's what it's going to take for these people to be stricken with the fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua once again. When the missiles come down, people gonna believe in God. When martial law happened, when niggas is getting dragged out that house butt naked, getting their front doors kicked the fuck in, people are gonna be getting heavily spiritual. What's that scripture? Will I find faith in the earth when he comes back?
God. Even the heathens ask for God when they're in their deathbed.
That's right.
I just got this real quick. Isaiah 45:15. Verily thou art a God that hidest thyself, O God of Israel, the Savior. All right, and that's the reason why people have stopped believing in him, because he hides himself. He doesn't have to. He's not going to be here. We can't handle his presence right now. He's in the spiritual realm, moving the chess pieces. All right, letting things happen one step at a time. But when he sends his son back, when these motherfuckers see the elect flying through the skies, the angels, Yahushua Hamashiach, destroying buildings, breaking apart the fucking concrete, that's when y'all gonna realize that there is a creator. But it's gonna be too late. Whoever got it. I know you.
This is on the wicked second wisdom, wisdom of Solomon 2. For the ungodly said reasoning with themselves, but now right, for our lives is short and tedious, and in the death of man there is no remedy.
So this is why the wicked believe that there is no God. This is why people believe atheism. Oh, I'm young. I just got one life. I want to live. Live fast, die young, or live fast, die hard, whatever the fuck. I'm gonna do some drugs. Let me do some cocaine. Let me get this money. I'm gonna fuck on what I want, man, woman, or child. That's why they make those reasonings.
Kind of think they got license to do wickedness. Ain't nothing gonna happen to them.
Yep. I'm just die.
Neither was there any man to know to have returned from the grave. For we are born all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we have never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and the little spark in the moving of our heart.
So this is once again their reasoning. One life, one body. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna be gone. People gonna forget my name. How far are we taking it out?
I ain't taking it that far because this is long, and we get some more scriptures, right?
I got some.
You got some?
Yeah, I got some.
Go ahead, come
this
with
is Wisdom of Solomon 18 and 12. So they all together had an innumerable death with one kind of death. Oh no, slot. So they all together had innumerable dead with one kind of death. Neither were the living sufficient to bury them. For in one moment the noble offspring of them was destroyed. Whereas they would not believe anything by reason of their enchantments upon the destruction of the firstborn, they acknowledged this people to be the sons of Yahweh. So when this destruction comes, people are going to acknowledge the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, and they're going to know who his people are.
It's not gonna be a question.
It ain't gonna be a question of earth. Is there really a God? There's a movie called that. Is God dead? Something like that.
Yeah. They made a part 2 to it too.
Oh, they got a part 2?
They made a part 2.
I'm gonna watch that one day. I haven't seen it yet, but
you know
that satanic presence is upon earth. Is God dead? People think that. They think the Most High is dead, or he's sleeping, or he's awake. But no, he's patiently waited to bring this destruction, man. And y'all gonna know, man, when everything is batshit crazy out here, you gonna know that there's a power doing this, man. It's not gonna be a question in the earth anymore, because everybody gonna be screaming from God. The angels is gonna be right there. The chariots gonna be right there. Fucking demons is gonna be walking around out the street, man. You gonna know there's a power, man. There's gonna be you people in your mind, y'all gonna be getting tormented. You might see a 50-foot goddamn tarantula running at you in your mind, man. You gonna know it's a power in that day, man. You gonna know that Yahweh Shem Shai exists, because it's gonna be no question. That terror is like a they got a tornado. They call it the hand of God. Why is that even there? Why do they have a tornado called the hand of God? Because they know that the Most High brought that great destruction, man. And the same thing now, man. Everything is going to be brought back to its right order, man. Where Yahweh Shem Shai on top, and these goddamn, sitting by some churches, these goddamn gods or these other idols, man, are going to be put down, man. White boy Jesus is going to be put down. Caesar Borgia, Serapis Christo, Allah, all them goddamn gods going to be put out the earth. And you heathens are going to go down with you heathens, you so-called white people, you Moabites, and you niggas going to die too, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Right.
No.
You just had me think that, because they had the term or phrase, seeing is believing, and the Most High gonna give you everything you looking for.
See?
Hey, he gonna give you what you not looking for, in the same breath. You know what I'm saying? That y'all, because hey, we into the scripts and we know what's up, and hey, even the men of the Lord we gonna be fearful. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be scared as shit, because we haven't personally witnessed what the Most High is gonna bring to this earth.
I'm only seeing dead bodies at funerals. You know what I'm saying? Even that's a sight, to see, it makes somebody, your family member died.
Oh, shit.
This nigga dead.
He
gone.
It's like, damn, it's alarming.
Yeah.
So shit, how much more, when destruction here, where it's bodies on top of bodies on these streets. Blood. Some people can't even stand the sight of blood.
Oh, yeah.
You have people that's like that, that's built like that. You know what I'm saying? When you seeing people brains getting blown out, all right, one after another in succession. You know what I'm saying? People, man, y'all gonna fucking crumble. Y'all gonna crumble much more. You know, when the angels coming, when Yahweh Shai coming, y'all just gonna get a ghost up on contact. You know what I'm saying?
I got free
Them
stuff.
damn Egyptians crumble, man.
Kind of like, oh shit.
Can I get this real quick, I know?
Go ahead.
It's just gonna be real quick. This is Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 19, and of a terrible sound of stones crashing down, cast down, of a running that could not be seen, of the skipping beast, of a roaring voice of a most savage wild beast, or what's that, rebounding echo from the hollow mountains. These things made them to swoon for fear, for the whole world shine with clear light, and none were hindered in their labor. Over them only was spread in heavy night an image of that darkness which should afterwards receive them, but yet were they unto themselves more grievous than the darkness. So they was terrified, man. Them Egyptians was. You watch a scary movie, you get fucking shook. You a couple days, you in the shower. Was hear something fall, you get a little shaky and shit. But imagine when it's on full-fledged hell out here, man. 100, like 0 to 100 real quick, man. The Lord just turn up the heat. It's gonna be crazy.
And it's coming real soon.
There's gonna be plane crashes, man. Wait, I had a dream one day, 2 plane crashes happened, and it was just all hell broke loose after that, man. That was crazy. I know I got something here.
Romans 3 and 2. Much every way, chiefly because unto them were committed the oracles of Yahweh. For if some did not believe, shall their unbelief make faith in God without effect? If God forbid, yea, let God be true, and every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Because we fear the Most High, and we know that He is true, and we do this work because we know we commanded to do this, and we hope that we justified to escape judgment when that day comes. But y'all people that don't fear the Most High, say that He's not true. There is no Most High or anything like that. He's gonna put the fear of Himself into every last one of you. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. It's gonna be the greatest ending of any motion picture there ever was.
I said that in the video earlier.
Just like He destroyed all this world before with water, He's gonna destroy it again by fire. That's it.
This is Psalms chapter 100. I'm starting at verse 1, and it reads, "Make a joyful noise unto the Lord Yahweh, all ye lands. Serve the Lord Yahweh with gladness. Come before His presence with singing." Verse 3, "Know ye that the Lord Yahweh, He is the Most High. It is He that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are His people, and the sheep of His pasture." So the Most High Yahweh, this gets straight to the point from the beginning of the topic of this video. The Most High made us. He made men. Now I'm going to get one more precept, and this is Isaiah chapter 41 and verse 4, and it reads, "Who hath wrought and done it, calling the generations from the beginning. I, the Lord Yahweh, the first, and with the last I am He." So the Most High make man. Generations means to come back again. Every time we come back, it's because the Most High done caught us back to the spirit world, and then he sent us back down here. But you atheists, like the Akim been saying for the last, however long we've been out here, you gonna learn that the Most High is the #1 power and that he have made us.
Okay. Oh, nah, I was just gonna say, yeah, the Most High, he gonna demand his respect, man. He gonna demand it. You know what I'm saying? The hard way. He gonna take his respect back, from this whole earth, because yeah, like I said earlier, it's just you people, you think this way only because you haven't seen no real danger, you haven't seen no real destruction go out in the earth. For people that grew up in the so-called Christian church, well, y'all don't read, but you hear about it. You've heard of the stories, this, that, of Egypt, of the flood, this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? But y'all look at this book literally like it's a fairy tale book. Y'all don't see it as history, as records. You know what I'm saying? So, in that thinking, the Most High, he gonna pull a hell of a surprise on you. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna see it coming. And it's more, I think it's more gratifying that way. You know what I'm saying? It's shocking. It's like, oh shit, I told you so. Because the scriptures talk about, as far as like the Most High, he deemed me. He said, I'm the Most High and nothing else. You know what I'm saying? It's no other power next to me. There's a lot of scriptures that speak on that point. You know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to let it be known. It's nothing else to look to. Like, I'm it. Yahweh, he is. He the one. Ain't nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing else going on. He the one that's got it. Real quick, I wanted to read this little one-liner. This is Romans 1:22. It says, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Because again, going back to these schools, you know what I'm saying? You have these people that go to college, they so-called, getting all these degrees and doing fucking 8-10 years of college, all right? And you just a fucking idiot, learning all this dumbass philosophy that Esau teach you, and you come out of school like you already know something, and then come out here in the world, you can't even get a goddamn McDonald's job. You know what I'm saying? You can't even get the career that you desire. You fucking
it's 2018.
just finished out here.
You gotta come to the realization that shit bullshit.
That shit is over.
This
that
society
shit
is
done.
through, man.
And
it's
it's
2018 in this bitch. This shit is finished.
It's
man.
played out.
Fucking animals destroyed, planet destroyed. Fucking air is all fucked up. People all distraught. This place is through, man. This place is over. It's done. It's all we waiting for is the Lord to return. Esau's done. Jake is through. And we just gotta keep pushing, man. These goddamn demons gonna come, but this shit is over with, man. It's over, man. It's through, man. Most High is in the spirit. This place is already destroyed. We just waiting for him to come back.
That's it.
This shit is. These people are finished, man. This shit is. These people are idiots. These people literally go to school thinking that they gonna be something. And it shows, and the proof is in the pudding that everybody that goes to school don't get they fucking they don't end up in the position they went to school for. It's the biggest waste of fucking time, man. This devil just hustle the hell out of you people, man. Big ass hustler, man.
Come with it? Okay, Jeremiah 20:10. For I heard the defaming of many, fear on every side, report, say they, and they will report it. All my familiars watch for my halting, saying, the peradventure he will be enticed, and we shall prevail against him.
Scoot over.
Okay, Con. And we shall take our revenge on him, but the Lord is with me as a mighty terrible one. Therefore my persecutors shall stumble, and they shall not prevail, and they shall be greatly ashamed, for they shall not prosper. Their everlasting confusion shall never be forgotten. And y'all confused. The Most High gonna destroy y'all ass.
You got so much more going on. So another lesson. All right, pushing out there, you know, the Most High, He does exist. His Son exists. All these prophecies exist. We are the true children of Israel. All right, you need to believe and have faith. And all those that don't, all right, stay that way. So, Lord willing, when we get our hands on you, you're gonna be in much more shock when you're getting ripped to shreds by something that you don't believe in. All right, everybody is in disbelief until it happens to them. Everybody think that they're clear until they get hit with it. All right. So with that, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Walk, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. All right. With that, we're gonna say Shalom.
Shalom.